Good morning, my name is Jake Livingston, Planning Operations with the Alaska Type 1 team, and I'm going to give you an operational update for Tuesday, September 20th for the Cedar Creek Fire East Zone. So we're expecting some precipitation over the next several days, and that'll continue to moderate fire behavior. And then with that precipitation, we're going to definitely keep firefighter health in mind as far as exposure out there in their working areas. Starting out up in the Waldo Lake area, Charlton Lake area, we have the crews still working on the fire edge to secure that area south of the 4290 road. And then between Charlton Lake and Waldo Lake, there's an area of fire that is contained right there. You can see the black line. They're continuing to work on the Islet and North Waldo campground areas, securing around that infrastructure there. As we move down to the south, between the southern end of Waldo Lake and the Highway 58 corridor, that area on the 5897 road is complete. So they're done with mechanized equipment and hand crews in there. They finished that yesterday. There'll be some small little touch-up work, but that's done. The structure protection on all the structures and values at risk around Odell Lake on the North Shore, on the Trapper Creek side and the Sunset Cove side, that is for the most part complete. They're just missing some small items like sprinkler heads and that sort of thing. So they'll just go in there and make sure all that stuff is operational and make sure the pumps and everything that are in place don't freeze if in fact the weather does get below freezing. Moving over to the east and north, we have Davis Lake, Ranger Butte, and that Pine Butte area, Lava Odell Road. There's crews prepping that road system in between the Cascade Lakes Highway corridor and the Highway 58 corridor. They're clearing about 70 feet in on the north and west side of that road system to build a containment line. And they do have about a mile of it completed down on the southern end closer to Highway 58. Moving up to the Cascade Lakes Highway corridor, they continue to have groups of equipment working there, prepping the west side of the highway 100 feet in, again with that shaded fuel break, so 40-foot spacing between the trees. And they're removing all the excess debris from the trees that they do remove, and then all the dead and down material. And they're hauling it in stacking and piling it in predetermined locations on the east side of the highway there. We have the Highway 46 Cascade Lakes Highway and the 4290 road in the vicinity of Ketch Butte. There's some hand crews working in that area with chippers. So they're prepping toward the work that's going on at Charlton Lake. So they're going to make this continue to work with that to make it a containment line. As we move north up to the Cultus Lake area, Cultus Mountain, the 700 road, all the prep work there is complete, all the way around, and then part of the 640 road. And they're continuing that today, just prepping to tie their control line into Cultus Lake. So making a barrier in between the closest fire and Cultus Mountain. And then equipment operations continue on to the north as well, up Deschutes Bridge and then Lava Lake area, using equipment and ground personnel again on the west side of the road. We still do have resources and ground crews identified to respond if there are new fires that start in the area. We're not expecting much due to the precipitation, but we do have that identified. And that's what I have for an update, and I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks.